Correspondence was received from the Secretary of the Fredonia Volunteer Fire Department to remove the name of Elizabeth Atkins from the active role of the J.S. Lambert Hook and Ladder Company and to add her to the active role of the Fredonia Fire Police Company effective immediately.
Be it resolved, the name of Elizabeth Atkins of Berry Road, Fredonia is hereby removed from the active role of J.S. Lambert Hook and Ladder Company and is hereby added to the active role of Fredonia Fire Police Company effective immediately.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
A letter of resignation was received from Jason Eric as First Assistant Fire Chief for the Fredonia Volunteer Fire Department, resigning his position for personal reasons effective immediately.
Be it resolved that the resignation for personal reasons of Jason A. Eric as First Assistant Fire Chief for the Fredonia Volunteer Fire Department is hereby accepted effective immediately, and the mayor is authorized to write a letter to Mr. Eric thanking him for his service to the village of Fredonia.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Any other correspondence?
That's it for correspondence.
Now's the time and place for the public portion. Taking care of a couple of items. I don't know if there's anyone else here that would wish to address the board. If so, please stand. Reverend, good evening.
This will be quick.
No?
I'm here with an invitation. Some of you may be aware that our church has organized a fundraiser for the Fredonia Opera House. And the event is called the Village on Canada Way, a Fredonia Review. And it's going to have various characters from the community playing characters from our town history, and the presentations telling the story of the town will alternate with musical presentations, including some other familiar faces. So I'm here simply to hand you personally an invitation and encourage you to pass the word. Since it is a fundraiser, the church will get absolutely no benefit from this. All proceeds will go to the Opera House. So we just wanted to make you aware because we think it's going to be, we're hopeful it's going to be a really memorable event in the life of Fredonia. One of those things that people will say, gosh, I'm so sorry I missed it. So I hope that you'll come and share the word. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Reverend, if someone like myself is not available that evening, where can they send donations to you directly or to the Opera
No,
House?
you can send it, I would say send it directly to the Opera House because I wouldn't even want us to get in the midst of that.
Sure.
Yeah, so there's no question as to what's happening. Thanks.
As long as you don't have a goal set where somebody's got to put in the extra to make sure you go over, like, make sure we got enough. Was it one
We're just
penny somebody
trusting-
You guys are just marketing this.
We're just passing out the word. We're
Right.
the ones that organize it.
Sure.
But it is for the Opera House,
Right.
and there are many it's also, let me just say, the presentation is not church-focused, it's not our history, it's the town's history. So it is for people of no faith, all faith. It's just a good time to be had by all.
There's the
Thank you.
Worry about whether it's town or
I know.
history.
I'm saying, sorry.
Saturday, October
What did I
23rd,
say?
2010, at the Fredonia Opera House. Right?
Thank you.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Oh, we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to address the board? If not, I'll close the public portion and move on now to resolutions. Trustee McKay.
Be it resolved that the purchase of the 6x8 wooden shed for use by the Fredonia Farmers Market from Emmanuel Yoder of Bear Lake is hereby approved at a cost not to exceed $850.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas the village consulting architect,
Architect.
It's a long
and a
one.
landscaping architect, PC, has certified the village of Fredonia by its letter dated September 16, 2010, that the construction work by 8 Farrow & Sons regarding the village hall roof and exterior project is completed. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized to sign on behalf of the village of Fredonia a certificate, oh my God, of completion as said project, and that the number of 9 payment applications as well as the final retainage payment are authorized paid.
I'll second that.
Can talk about it 6 hours today.
You know, with this project, it only seemed fitting to have that be the problem with this one. It's finally over. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the village contribute $500 to the Festivals Fredonia Committee for promotional expenses associated with the Red, White, and Blues Festival, which was held on September 10th and 11th, 2010. And be it further resolved that Festivals Fredonia Committee has substantiated to the Village of Fredonia the expenditure of such funds on publicity.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas a report of unpaid village taxes for fiscal year June 1, 2010 through May 31st, 2011 has been prepared by Receiver of Taxes of the Village of Fredonia, Lori M. Richardson, and whereas the Board of Trustees has examined the list of unpaid taxes and penalties totaling $139,426.87 and found the same to be correct. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees is hereby authorized to sign a collector's report of unpaid village taxes, which is to be submitted to the Chautauqua County Director of Finance in Mayville, New York.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas, are we doing this one?
No.
Nope.
Scratch that. Okay. Whereas the next general village election for officers will be held on the 14th day of March 2011, and whereas the village law of the state of New York now requires the registration of voters entitled to vote at said general election. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Fredonia shall be considered one election district. The polling place for the 2011 general village election shall be at St. Anthony's School Hall, 32 Moore Avenue, Fredonia, New York, and be it further resolved that the resolution shall take effect immediately. Thanks.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas the next general village election for officers will be held on the 14th day of March 2011, and whereas the Board of Trustees must designate by resolution the offices which are to be filled for such election and the terms thereof, cause said resolution to be published and posted. Now therefore be it resolved, Section 1, that the Board of Trustees designate the following offices to be filled at the village election to be held on March 14th, 2011 for the following terms. Mayor for a term of 4 years for the office now held by Michael J. Sullivan. Trustee for a term of 4 years for the office now held by Joseph A. Seary. Trustee for a term of 4 years for the office now held by Susan McKay. Trustee for a term of 4 years for the office now held by Jacqueline L. Williams. Section 2, the village clerk is hereby directed to publish this resolution in full in the Observer to post this resolution as required by law. Section 3, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved, the Volunteer Fire Department is hereby authorized to send Nate Schwartz and Doug Jordan for Firefighter 1 certification at the State Fire Academy in Montour Falls, New York, October 16th and 17th, 2010, at no cost to the village.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the Fredonia Volunteer Fire Department is hereby authorized to send John Sullivan, Keith Stock, Larry Barter, Neil McKnight, John Lamphere to an EMS Law and Management Conference hosted by Siscatano and Pinsky, PLLC in Verona, New York, October 22nd through 24th, 2010, at no cost to the village.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Any other resolutions at this time?
We need a resolution for a special meeting.
At this point, instead of, we can either do a resolution or, because of one of the resolutions that was held this evening having to do with the award of the concrete bid for sidewalk work around Village Hall, we will have a regular workshop meeting next week at 6:30, and at 7:30 we will have, I will call a special meeting of the board for that evening at 7:30 to take up any business not to be limited to the award of bids for the replacement of the sidewalks outside of Village Hall and any other business we might need. So we will have that at 7:30 next week, and then we'll have our last regular meeting of the month the following week again at 7:30. Anyone have anything to report? Sue has exhibits.
Yes.